Hello, also this is the last video of this video series, and in this video we'll do some kind of sanity check or validation of our SQL cluster environment. But before we do that, let's have a quick recap of whatever we did so far. So the main intention of this video is to replace old SAN environment or old storage with the new storage. So whatever shared drives we had on our old storage, we created same storage drives on our new path or new storage, and or basically we term that as a new SAN. And entire activity we did that on first virtual machine. It was again acting as a domain controller. Once we created those new shared drives on new path and we started calling that as a new SAN, we configured those exact shared drives on both node 1 and node 2. So basically we had three different VMs in our environment. All those three VMs are on same network. After that, again SQL Server was instance was installed only on this node, and this the other node is acting as a passive. So if this node goes down, all the services and shared drives will move to node 2. Now, what are we used to have HR database along with that other system databases along with master database. So what are MDF, LDF files we used to have? Those we moved from old SAN to new location. I mean new SAN. So old location to the new location. Along with that, we also saw the importance of changing the parameter or startup parameters. How it impacts when it comes to master database, moving the MDF and LDF files of master database. Finally, we also saw the agent out file. So we saw in maybe last two videos, we saw how can we change the agent SQL agent out file in both ways, like changing the registry entry and with SQL Server query. And in last video, I think we changed the quorum drive as well. So now we do not have any dependency on our old SAN. Rather, those all the drives are down. So if I go back to node 1, and this is again I am on failover cluster manager. If I go to storage and go to disk, so what are these four drives I have right now? Disk 4, this is quorum 02, log 02, and data 0. All these drives belongs to new path or new SAN. All right. Now, whatever activity we did, since it is a cluster environment, we have to make sure it that cluster is still working. I mean, if we do the failover of this node 1 or if we shut down this node 1, all these resources should move ideally to node 2. So that testing will do. Another thing which we did is while changing the registry entry for SQL agent out file, we did that only on node 1. We haven't changed that on node 2. So let's validate if that thing got reflected in node 2 or not. So I'll open node 2 now. So again node 1. Okay, so I am again on registry editor over here, and this is a path, local key machine software Microsoft, and under that Microsoft SQL Server, then instance name. Again I am on node 2, and if you look at SQL Server agent, look at their log file path. It is a new path. So Z drive, if I go here, I should not, yeah, I will find it here. Currently all the resources are belongs to node 2. So D drive, that is nothing but log 2. Okay, so far so good. Now let's validate, let's see if our clustering is working or not. So for that, I need to do failover. So I will go to node 1. So this is our SQL cluster, right click, and you will have a option called move, best possible node or select node. We'll do the select node, and let's change everything to node 1. Now let me cancel it. Now if you see here, I don't see the shared drives at all. Okay, because those drives belongs to node 2 right now. You can validate in same way, like, so this is a SQL cluster instance, owner is node 2. Okay, similarly if I go to disks, see the owner is node 2. Okay, that's why you don't see those drives on node 1. Okay, so I will go back, right click, move, select node, and I will select node 1. First of all, services are going offline, then drives are going offline, drives are coming off online, services also should come online. Okay, so as you can see, first of all, the SQL Server cluster belongs to node 1. Let's check the disks. Now even disk belongs to node 1. So if I go back here, I can see the disk on node 1. I will minimize this guy. Let me open node 2. I will not see any disks here. Correct? Let's check the SQL Server Configuration Manager. And here the services should be stopped state. See, SQL Server service in stop state. Agent service also is in stop state. But since now the entire resource belongs to node 1, you should see those services online on node 1. So if I go to SQL Server Configuration Manager here on node 1, these are running on node 1. Alright, what I will do now, let me move that to node 2 again and we'll see what happens. Move, select node 2. See, services are stopped. So now as you can see, services are running on node 2. So if I minimize this guy, if I go to node 2, if I refresh this, perfect. So our cluster is working fine. Last thing we can do is let's shut down this cluster, shut down this node. So since node 2 is down, ideally all resources along with like shared drives as well as the SQL services should move to node 1. We'll see that. Shut down this. Perfect. Let's check node 1 now. Okay, and as you can see, these services are coming online. It's on node 1 now. Disks are also on node 1 now. Yeah, they belong to node 1. Right now it's showing as stopped, but if I refresh it, see it's running. So our testing is finished, our sanity check. So whatever activity we did of moving of MDF LDF files from one location to another location, that got finished successfully. Okay, so there is no impact on our clustered environment as well. We tested that. So thank you for watching this video and we'll see you in the next video series.